2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. For those who are new to my channel, my name's Elaine. I'm known of what? LBE. Alright, y'all, so as y'all can see, I'm working. Okay, we gonna keep this train rolling. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish out my wildlife bags. Y'all, I made these last year for the holidays, and they did very well. Okay, simple bags. I put them together with the wildlife blankets. Some of them I have the tumbler cups that we got from Dollar General on the brown dot sale. Last year I didn't really come across a lot of the cups last year, but baby, listen, your girl cleaned house this year. Okay, not only did I find tumbler cups, but I also found several of the thermoses. So you already know your girl got super excited. There's like more tumbler cups in here with deers and wolves and all that good stuff. But I got super excited about those. They were the 90% off, so they were either $1 or 80 cents a piece for the cups. And then what I did was last year I got on Amazon and I placed the order for these clear bags. Now I chose orange because I feel like orange is just attached to wildlife versus like all the other colors. So I chose orange in the bags, and like I said, I put together some last year. They did exceptionally well at the vendor event. I think I may have like 3 left. So I said, you know what, before I just save them for the holidays, let me just try my hand at them for Father's Day. If they sell, okay, that's fine, that's great. If they don't, that's even okay, because you know why? I sold them for Christmas as well. So I think that there's a lot of dads out there that may like you know, that may enjoy like a good deer blanket or horse blanket, a blanket with a horse or wolf or whatever the case may be, the wildlife situation, because they're into stuff like that. A lot of people stay in like cabin style type houses, and they have like the deer horns and all that stuff hanging up inside their house. You just never know. So versatility is the best thing to ever have when you're out there with your gifts. I get that a lot of us, you know, sell to a certain predominantly culture in our area, but you just never know. You might come across that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 person. They may come across and want to purchase that for they, you know, dad or whoever. So I decided to go ahead and bring them back and go ahead and put them together, because they're easy gifts. I can go ahead and put together, get ready. And the good thing about these is I can stack these once they're done. I can stack these in one of my U-Haul boxes, and all of them will fit in there, and I don't have to worry about carrying them one by one and by hand. Okay, so that's the blessing when it comes to these and gifts like this. You can stack them in a box and get them out the way, and they're not even visible. Okay, so for the sake of me trying to keep Father's Day up here for right now, I'm actually going to put them on my shelf, and they're going to be stored on the shelf just like you see all the other gifts over there. I'm gonna use this whole corner. There's one section that has food on it. It's not a lot of food, so I'm gonna pretty much use this whole corner, which is 4 shelves, and I'm gonna try to fill them up with Father's Day stuff, along with the space that's over there. I'm gonna turn that space into all creative gifts. So anyway, I brought them back, and I will give you guys the link to these. I can't even remember the size of these, but they come in different colors. You can get orange, you can get all black, you can get all like Christmas green, you can get all purple, all pink, whatever the occasion may be that you want to use these for. Now these are a little pricey now. These come out to be about $2 a piece, and they come in a stack of 30, I believe. So you do the math. 2 times 3 is what? Okay then. So anyway, that's what you're spending ahead of time, but they are $2 a piece, and I didn't mind spending that because I didn't want to go through the hassle of having to put every last one of these in a basket. I wanted some as like inexpensive gifts, and then I wanted some as basket form, just so I can have a variety and the versatility of different designs. So I already got my blanket in the bag. Now what I did was, on the blankets you have the picture of what the blanket was supposed to be on the blanket. And then on the back of it, you have the artist story, which is the person that designed the picture to go on the blanket. So what I like to do with these is, and I don't know if y'all saw my video from last year, but I cut out the picture, and this is going to be the front. As you can see, it's right here. This picture is on the front of the bag. And once I put the blanket in, I slid the picture in so they can know exactly what this blanket is gonna look like. Okay. On the back of here is, like I said, the artist story. So I cut that out as well. I use my shear scissors because, you know, if you got a Cricut line, it ain't gonna be too bad. Or if you miss like a, yeah, you ain't gonna mess it up too much. But on the back of the bag, I put the artist story because I like to still share that information with the person that's purchasing this gift. Okay. But I just feel like instead of trying to keep them in a roll like this, I feel like it just elevated it more by adding it into like a little gift bag form. So these are my wildlife gift bags, is what I call them. And then this one, I'm going to add in one of the Dollar General brown dot specials that I got for $1, which is a tumbler with a deer on it, matching the deer blanket. And I basically just put it in front of here, like so, making sure the deer is, you know, showing on the front of it. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and add my hot hands in here, because I still have so many left over from the penny sale last year, year before last, whenever it was. I won't say it was year before last. Anyway, I still got these hot hands. So I'm giving them 2 per bag in these particular bags. And last year I put a pair of socks in there. I have to look at my socks and see if I even have enough to put in there. If I don't, then I'm going to skip the socks out altogether. Honestly, I feel like for Father's Day, I'm just going to skip the socks out altogether and just do this whole little theme concept right here. What I'm doing is I'm taking my t-shirt gun and I'm attaching the hot hands to the top of this blanket so they don't go sliding down. And that'll keep that in order, so that people can actually see what else is in there, because they're gonna be like, what else is in there? And then they see it behind the cup, and it kind of defeats the purpose. So I also put down here some brown shred, natural craft shred, and then the only thing left to do is to close it up and bow it up. So I take my t-shirt gun, and because this is like that material, you know, like net or whatever, I don't know the name of it, but anyway, polyester. I just bring these two together as tight as I can, and I'm gonna stick this twice with the t-shirt gun to shoot the little clear things in it, the price tag clear things, to help keep it closed. I'm gonna go on the other side, and I'm gonna do the same thing. And what they'll do is help keep the bag closed at the top, so that the blanket and anything else won't come crawling out of there. Not crawling, but falling out of there. And then they can carry it just like this. And then all I have to do now is just add a bow to each one of them, and they done. These are the simplest things you can possibly do. Now, I knew I didn't get that many tumblers to go in these, because I also am going to do the smaller blankets in actual gift basket form. So I knew I didn't get enough tumblers, so I got on Temu. When I placed the order for all my other stuff, I was also on Temu knowing that I was going to need some of these. And I found the least expensive ones, which I think that was like $4, I think. These little thermal sets. So you get the 2 little extra cups along with the one at the top of here, and then the bottle for hot or cold drinks. So I went on and put some of those in there in place of the cups, because as you can see, this has a horse on it. They didn't have no tumbler cups with horses, so I had to improvise. Okay, so the ones with horses, and I have one that has a bald eagle on it. I don't know where it's at in this whole stack, but it has a bald eagle on it. That one also got one of the thermoses, but I did like a I got them in black, and I got them in like a champagne color. So I did the champagne color with the bald eagle blanket. But yeah, this is the finished product. Simple, easy, to the point. Last year I sold these for around about $45. And they did really, really well. So we're probably keeping in that same category, that same area. And then for those of y'all who don't know, the blankets also came from Dollar General brown dot sale, 90% off. So they was $1.50 a piece. So you do the math now. You do the math. Okay. But yeah, so this is the finished product, or finish of these, because I didn't get that many large ones. So actually I didn't really grab a lot of these at all, because they really didn't have a lot to choose from. I mean, a lot to pick up. But I got as many large as I could, and I found some smaller ones. Like I said, the leftover smaller ones, probably about 5 more blankets of wildlife stuff I'm going to put in smaller baskets, matching with the thermals and all that stuff. So we'll be doing that here in a few. But I want to go ahead and complete these and show you what they actually look like inside these awesome bags. Again, these bags can be stacked in a box just like this, no problems. Okay, stuff that box, fill it up on the second row, and you should be able to get all your bags in there. If not, you should be able to get at least 95% of them in that one box. If you get the super large U-Haul box, which is the ones that I've been purchasing here lately. And yeah, this is how I stack them and rack them downstairs. That way you can't see what's in them. I do put a note on the outside what it is, but they won't be all out in the way. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.